Let me start this video by saying what happened was not your fault. As in, you did nothing wrong. And if a narcissist has discarded you, a narcissist has thrown you away like you didn't matter, I want you to hear me clearly. It wasn't because you weren't beautiful enough. It wasn't because you weren't sexy enough. It wasn't because you weren't loving, kind, or loyal enough. The problem is with them, not you. You have no part or lot to blame in the matter, because narcissists crave admiration. Narcissists thrive on control, and when you satisfy their selfish agenda, they do not just walk away. They discard you like a used object. But here is a truth they don't want you to know. Your worth, yes, you watching me, your worth does not decrease because someone else didn't see it, because the narcissist didn't see it. You are still worthy before God and man. And in this video, I'm gonna tell you exactly what to do when a narcissist discards you. But let me start by saying that the first few months after the discard is going to be hell. You're going to experience insomnia. You're going to experience depression. You're going to experience anger. You're going to experience panic attacks. You are going to experience a lack of appetite to eat, anxiety, so many things. In fact, you'll almost feel like dying. There will be confusion too. You'll almost feel like dying. But I want you to hang in there, because healing is 100% possible. I am a proof that you can heal from narcissistic abuse. And so just know that for a fact. And so what are the things you can do to help yourself when you get discarded by the narcissist? The first thing to do is to key into the love of God. I tell you, I couldn't heal from narcissistic abuse until I keyed into God's love, because the narcissist's definition of love, the narcissist's own expression of love was confusing to me. And so I needed a stable kind of love. I needed a predictable love, kind of love, and God's love fit the bill perfectly. And so if I couldn't be loved by the narcissist, I could at least be loved by God. And I keyed into God's love 100%, because I realized that I could trust the love of God. I couldn't trust the love of the narcissist. The second thing I did was to love myself, because the narcissist had done cruel things to me. Heinous things had been done. Heinous words had been spoken. Critical words had been spoken. I had been abused verbally in all sorts of shape or form. And so I had to start loving myself. I gave myself the love that I wanted the narcissist to give to me. And so I began to love and care for myself. And that meant I took care of what I ate, took care of what I drank, took care of what I wore, took care of basically everything about me, and gave myself 100% focus. And so I began to focus on myself 100%. The third thing I did was to move, because I realized that I couldn't stay in bed crying all day. I had to, of course, if you feel like staying in bed crying all day, go ahead and do it, but don't stay in bed forever, because it's not a good thing. You have to find a way to move past that. And so after I had cried my eyes out, expressed my emotions via crying, I found a way to move the pain out of my body through exercise. And so in the morning, I'll wake up very early and engage in some sort of exercise to also sharpen my mind and to also make me mentally strong. And so I did exercise in the morning, and in the evening I'll walk around the neighborhood to still get out the pain out of my body. And so movement helped me immensely. For some people, it might be boxing. For some people, it might be running. Whatever, just do something to move. Don't be a couch potato. Don't cry in your bed forever. Find a way to move your body. It helps immensely to deal with the pain of a discard. Then I want you to also know that your healing is not gonna happen in an instant, and so you gotta take it day by day. It's a day by day thing. Some days you're gonna feel awful, some other days you're gonna feel like you're making progress, and so just know that it will be a day by day thing. Take it one day at a time. Don't bother about what happens a year from now or what happens 2 years from now. Just focus on today. If you're able to get through today, I tell you, it's a win. And so day by day, just take it day by day, and then don't fight him and don't fight for him. I want you to understand that. Don't fight for him if he discards you, and don't fight him. Just keep your cool, keep your silence. I tell you, the narcissist is not worthy of that sort of attention. And so keep your cool. Don't text, don't call, don't go around places where you got mutual friends or where he hangs out. Just stay neutral, stay in your own zone. I tell you, keep your peace, stay no contact, protect your peace. It's worth a price that I cannot call. It's priceless. Your peace is priceless. And so go no contact. That's very important. And then surround yourself with supportive people. I tell you, when you're going through a discard by a narcissist, you got to have people who cheer you up. You got to have people who understand you. You got to have people who you can rant and rave to, people you can express your emotions to without being judged. And so this community is the online version of your physical support you could get, and I highly encourage you to go ahead and subscribe to this community, to be a member of this strong and supportive community where we hold hands virtually in our fight against narcissistic abuse. And so community is vital to your healing from narcissistic discard. Also, don't question or doubt yourself. Whatever happened is none of your fault. I tell you, narcissists are shallow people. Narcissists cannot connect genuinely when you love them. And so they will do all sorts just to hurt you, just to harm you. And it's not your fault. It's all about them, because they've got insecurities they are not willing to face. They've got fears they are not willing to confront. They got growth that they need to do that they are not willing to do. And so they begin to take it out on you, and yet it's not your fault. And so don't question yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Another thing to do is commit to your healing and do all that you can do within your power to heal. I tell you, focus on yourself. These 3 words have been powerful in my own healing journey. Focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. Very, very important. Commit to your healing. Journal, self-reflect, be mindful. It will enable you to get over the pain. It will enable you to understand why you attracted the narcissist in the first place, and what to do going forward if you ever want to start a new relationship. And so commit to your healing. It's very important. Also, avoid a new relationship just after a discard, because you won't be able to process the hurt properly. And so sit with yourself, sit with the pain, get to know you, get to know why you attracted the narcissist. Talk through your pain with a therapist in physical form or the Holy Spirit. Talk through your pain, because the Holy Spirit understands, and a physical therapist will also understand. But I always encourage therapy with the Holy Spirit, because that is what worked for me in so many cases, so many times when I didn't understand what I was going through. I just relied for insight from the Holy Spirit. I also relied on talking it out with the Holy Spirit. And so this helped me immensely. And also be prepared for their hoovering, because they're going to come back. I tell you, they are going to come back. And so be prepared in advance. Prepare for what you're going to do when they start to hoover you back, because they will hoover you back. They are never ever gone for good, despite treating you like a piece of shit. Sorry if I use that word. They will come back trying to get your attention again. And so prepare yourself for what you're going to do when they start to hoover you back. But I want to tell you to remain no contact in spite of their hoovering attempts, because I tell you, they will go all the way. They will do anything they gotta do just to get your attention back. But don't fall for their hoovering attempts. Stay no contact. Stay no contact. Very, very helpful. And commit everything into God's hands, because I tell you, God has got you. He's got your back. He's got you in his hands. And just stay on your own. I tell you, you're gonna get through the pain. It hurtful. I know. It's messy. It's painful, but you will get through the pain. And so narcissist discard will never see the end of you. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and also like this video so that other survivors can find it, and also leave a comment sharing your story of narcissistic discard, and also share it with someone who needs it. Thanks for the shares, by the way, because I see you share my videos all the time. I just want to ask one more time for you to share this video. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in my next video.